Hi everyone. For my digital artifact, I'm exploring how the Slopes apps transforms snowboarding into a game. Slopes is a ski and snowboard tracking app that turns a day on the mountain into measurable data, including things like speed, distance, vertical, and number of runs. I chose Slopes because I love snowboarding, but also in-house technology can change the way we experience physical activities. Instead of a day off snowboarding simply being about enjoyment, exploring, or spending time with friends, Slope creates another layer where the experience can be measured, compared, and improved. This leads to my research question: how does slopes transform snowboarding into a gamified experience through data, achievement, and competition? My main analytical framework will be gamification theory. Deterting et al. Defines gamification as using design elements within non game contexts. I'll use this theory as a way of analyzing slopes rather than explaining its features. In particular, I want to examine how statistics, personal records, achievements, and competition turns into physical experience into something that begins to resemble a game. This also allows me to question whether measuring performance changes what users value about snowboarding. My second source, Mazzei et al., examines the relationship between gamification and physical activity. Their research suggests gamified interventions can positively influence physical activity and engagement. This will help me explore whether Slopes simply records activity or whether game mechanics influence motivation. My third source, Yang Hu and Koenig specifically examines gamified smartphone applications and physical activity. Their research will help me analyze how elements such as progress, feedback, and rewards operate within a fitness app. Together, these sources allow me to move beyond describing slopes and critically analyze why its game like features matter. My analysis will focus on three areas: data and feedback, including speed, distance, vertical, and runs, achievement and progression through personal records, goals, and improvement, and competition and social comparison, including comparing performance with friends and sharing achievements. I'll collect evidence by using and exploring slopes, documenting my observations, taking screenshots, and analyzing how these features are presented to users. I'll then use my academic framework to interpret what I find. My digital artifact will be an interactive website called When Snowboarding Becomes a Game. Rather than creating a website that simply summarizes my findings, I want the interaction itself to communicate my argument. Users will move through the progress of experience to data to achievement to competition. This will demonstrate how something as simple as completing a snowboard run can become a measurable and competitive experience. I'll begin by completing my academic research and collecting evidence from slopes before creating my first website prototype. For my progress report, I'll evaluate the prototype and gather feedback on whether the website clearly communicates my argument. I'll then use this feedback to reflect, make changes, and define and refine the design rather than simply continuing with my original idea. I'll document these changes to show how research and feedback have influenced the development of my final digital artifact. My project asks whether slopes simply helps us record a day on the mountain or whether snowboarding into data changes what we value and understand as a successful snowboarding experience.